It's stuck in my nose. Okay, that feels much better. I feel much better. I know what you guys are thinking. I'm a lot taller in person, and I also talk a lot slower.
With the actual Wilmer Valderrama. Actually, I don't know. It was tough with the 25-foot puppet out there.
You know which one head was bigger, you know?
I was going to say that. You said it. I didn't. Are you nervous at all that the puppet might be more handsome than you are? I'm not saying that he is. But,
I was a little insecure.
Yeah, a little mini.
He's already excited. He's getting all excited now.
Oh my gosh, he's got an ego problem.
I'm telling you, this is an alter ego with capital letters.
Well, the show is called the Hollywood Puppet Bleep Show. How did this idea come about?
It all spawns from a number of things, right? One is I sit around with my colleagues, and we're all telling these crazy stories that happen to us, and we always end up that story with like, man, imagine if people would hear this story. I mean, they wouldn't believe the things that happen to us, And one of my friends, Andy, who's really experienced in the puppeteering, he really looked into it and looked at artists and whatever. We all kind of just came together and said, hey, this is the best way to do it. And what if we had celebrities tell a crazy story, and very much a la crime investigation channel and at the ID channel, what if we broke into reenactments, and it was reenactments but done by puppeteering,
right, including your own story.
It's very timely.
Okay.
Everybody. It's no wonder that I'm a huge fan of the armed forces and our troops. And when I went to Germany, I was gonna visit the troops in this base, and we have German, Secret Service, basically guarding the gates. Yeah. And when I rolled up, I got stopped, and they were questioning me and whatever. And I thought that, wow, this is taking a little longer, and there's a lot of things happening here, and all of a sudden, barricades go up, gates close, and I go, whoa, something serious must be happening. And then all of a sudden they close the door and they take everybody out of the room except me. Well, it turns out that I filled the description of a terrorist that's been threatening the base. And apparently they got the guy.
Were you like, hold on?
In the hut, in the security desk. And I say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm an American actor, and I'm here visiting the guys, And
you got some celebrity friends who will be on there as well. Any chance your old co-stars from That 70s Show?
I had all these friends, and I went through the phone book and I go, which of my friends could make a really funny story to give me a funny story? So I'm scrolling, and Lil Jon and Terry Crews and Gina Rodriguez and Joe Jonas and Steve Aoki and Amber Rose, and they would come in with a bunch of stories, and at least one of those stories I was like, yes, that told through the eyes of puppets, amazing.
You've been very outspoken and very candid about your experience as an immigrant and as an immigrant actor. Did you ever think that in your career you'd have a giant puppet made out of you and be executive producer of this show and be host of it and have everything that you've accomplished so far?
Well, that first of all, very, very sweet of you to mention that stuff. When I look back at my 18 years, my 18-year-old self, and I remember getting that 70s show, and I remember seeing the opportunity, where I could grow into. I felt like ambition was going to be the only thing that was going to keep me alive in this industry. I felt like swinging as hard as I possibly could every morning and going to set and making sure that everything I did, either whether it's in the TV show, whether it's in a movie, that was probably memorable, and not only memorable, but just the best of my ability. I looked back at all the things that I was allowed to do at a time in television where there was very little diversity for us, and look at the journey of what television has become and movies have become. It makes me really proud to be part of that evolution.
Where does having a giant puppet of yourself kind of like rank?
It's definitely a landmark. It's definitely a landmark. It's a stepping stone.
Is it like above That 70s Show?